I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate, and we're Real Estate Elevated. We're bringing you a short edition of I'm moving to North Carolina, now what? But today we're going to be talking about, for you local folks, if you need some quick tips on how to prep your home to list. We have so many people moving here. We do have low inventory, so if you're ready to sell, we have some good nuggets for you today. So the first thing is a deep clean. Yes, even if you're an organized person, you have a regular maintenance kind of schedule with somebody who comes into your home, you still need to get a deep cleaning of your home. What gets covered in a deep clean is very different than the monthly or even weekly cleanings that we often see. So we're talking about getting into those baseboards, changing air filters, scrubbing down different places on the walls that, yes, your kids may have thrown something on and you've kind of just forgotten about it. So keep in mind that deep clean is almost making it look like new construction. So no dander, no dust, no odors of any kind. Those are all things that the buyer is really going to pay attention to because it's eventually going to become their home. The second thing is depersonalization. So when we say depersonalize, we're talking about pulling away anything that could possibly either offend or not appeal to the larger buyer pool. Here in the South, especially here in the Triangle, a big one is sports teams, making sure you remove any of that memorabilia, especially if, let's say, for example, you're an NC State fan, you might have a Duke or UNC buyer come through your property, and if it has the wrong color scheme and memorabilia, it might just give off the wrong juju. I know it sounds kind of silly, but buyers do get a feel when they're walking through the home and they're trying to envision themselves in their own life there. So anytime you have lots of big portraits, personalized things, even college degrees and things like that, you want to remove that stuff and really create a blank slate. The other thing has to do with aesthetics with depersonalization. So if you have a really strong either color scheme or potentially a certain type of design in your home, you might want to scale it back a little bit just so you can appeal to that 80% buyer pool and actually get maybe some multiple offers going. The third thing is decluttering. I know it sounds like common sense, but a big one that people often don't think about is removing day-to-day items. So making your countertops look like they haven't been touched. If you're a coffee drinker like I am, putting the coffee maker away and clearing off the counters to create more space and opening up the entire room. Same thing with bathrooms, putting away your trash can, your laundry, getting things like even toothbrushes kind of tucked away, soap dispensers, and just making it look like it's as new of a house as possible. The other big thing is closets. So if you have minimal storage space, especially in either your closets, your pantries, etc., you really want to dwindle that down to about 50% or even less than if you can. A garage is a great place to kind of tuck away some of those extra items. I know a lot of people think, oh, if my garage has a lot of stuff packed in it, what are they going to think of my house? Honestly, most buyers, once they've seen a garage, they've seen them all. The biggest thing that people pay attention to is whether or not it's got epoxied floors or anything that's potentially going to convey in that space. The other one they might look at would be appliances. But again, all of that stuff does not affect if there's things being stored out there. So you really want to try to declutter and dwindle that stuff down as much as possible. The fourth thing, and this is a big one, is removing any signs of pets. As somebody who loves animals myself, unfortunately, some buyers are either allergic or they may not like that particular pet. For example, if you have snakes as a pet, not a lot of buyers want to walk in and see that python that you have in a giant tank in the middle of your living room when they're trying to figure out if this is the best property for them. It doesn't put them in a really comfortable mindset. So just be mindful of that if you have litter boxes or any type of food products or toys, things like that, you want to tuck that away and you really want to get that deep cleaning done to kind of remove any pet odors, possibly even replacing carpet if necessary if you do have a strong pet smell. The last thing, and this is a big one that I think gets skipped more often than not, and that's staging. If you are going to list your home even vacant, you want to still get staging done. This is going to help bring those photos to life, give depth of space, kind of warm the room up, liven it up in just the right way. Also, when it comes to staging, those people are putting a lot of research and time and data into the decisions between what they're putting out in certain places. So when staging is done right, it can actually really bring out the space in a totally valuable way that's going to appeal again to that 80% buyer pool. So I would highly recommend getting a good stager to do anything from a soft staging to a full stage, depending on the size of the home and the market that you're in. So when you're looking to list, these are just a couple of quick tips and tricks I would highly recommend taking and just kind of doing on your own, or the best thing is to get a listing consultation with an agent who does this for a living on a regular basis so they can truly advise you through what needs to be done to prep your home before you buy your potential second home. You want to make sure you have all your ducks in a row before you commit any money or commit to a timeline. I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, listen to us on Spotify, and drop comments below so that we can get back to you on all the questions you have about how to prepare your home for market. We'll see you next time.